Howdy folks, Molly back again from Aquarium Delirium, remember the name. So in this one, it's a bit of a tidy up one. Got a lot of projects on the go, but I've let my enthusiasm, I'd say, slip when it comes to them. Haven't really had the funding to complete them, so it tend to go on the back burner. But in this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two tanks from up here, get rid of them, and put 4 500s long ways on, 2 gold shrimp, 2 red shrimp along the top. Neaten it all up, have a bit changed around because I have let this place go to rack and ruin. You just get involved with looking at your fish and you put on the back burner what you should be doing today, you leave till tomorrow, and vice versa. Vice versa? Not really vice versa, but that's what's happened. So this video is going to rectify that, and we're going to make a start by having a bit of a change around. I'll not bore you with anything, I'll just put you on a time lapse and I might talk to you along the way in a voiceover. Who knows? So first of all, what we need to do, we need to drain the tanks down because they're too heavy for us to lift off the top shelf safely. So that's what I'm busy doing, yeah. And I'm also having a quick little tidy up, shifty around of all the stuff that's accumulated on my workbench, well, desk. I'm having second thoughts about the desk at the minute as well, whether it stays or do I just go completely along one wall. Don't know. That's probably a future plan. Does the desk stay or do I need the desk? Because it just gathers, because it just gathers clutter. Simple as that. And I know what you're thinking, Spider-Man has let himself go. So that's both the tanks drained down to a comfortable weight. Now I'm just lifting them down so I can get on. So quick wipe down, get rid of any excess that's up here, and I'm going to put some under laminate floor kind of foam. It's just really to protect the tanks from the bottom, because all it takes is a little spill of water, create a little bit of unevenness when it swells, and it could crack the glass in your tank. I'm not saying it will with these size tanks because they're only 50 litres, so it's not like a massive tanks that's got lots of weight in, but better be safe than sorry at this stage. And that's the first shrimp tank drained down just to a comfortable weight where I can keep the shrimp in, lift it up, refill it up. Simple as that. Now I just have to repeat the process for the other shrimp tank. So that is, I believe, the red's done first. Now that's an empty one. Just thought I'd space it out so I can have red, red, yellow, yellow. And I'm not transferring shrimp from one side to the other and cross-contaminating them. There's a good chance I could drum out these, but I'm going to put lids on them. And that's the second one drained and up, and the fourth one is in place here now. Just trim that off a bit. There you go. I'll go back with a Stanley knife and trim around the edges. Now it's time to fill them back up. So I'm just doing it with water I harvested before from the shrimp tanks back in, because I did do a water change earlier on the day before I decided to do this. Silly me. So now it's time just to set the filters back in. Cut the air lines down to a reasonable length. I don't need too much in there. There's the lids going on as well. And I have to add another air line. So I've drilled the hole, struggling to get the little valve in. So I come up with a good idea. I think I seen it on someone else's video where I put it in the drill. And then I thought at the time it was me not being high enough, but it's not. So I put it in the drill and drilled it in slowly, which made a much better fit, to be quite honest. And that's the second one getting done. Little air driven filter. Oh, that's all I'm using on these top tanks is 4 sponge filters. Keep it simple, stupid. So yeah, I'm just bringing that Aqua 1 back in. I'm just going to set it up on the floor overnight. Same way I'm going to set up the plastic tote. So next it's time to drain the black neon Tetra tank that's on the desk. Drain that down. I might as well drain it straight into this tank that's below while I'm doing it. Disconnect the heater, disconnect the filter, drain it down, and we'll get that put onto the nano rack stand, the rest of them. So now it's time to take it off the bench, set it up. Now I've done something stupid here. Didn't know what was going to happen later on in this video. So I took a bit of water to fill it back up from this tank here, because I had just done a massive water change on this earlier, and I thought, oh, I'll take 50 litres out and I'll put some more in. And it should be okay. Little did I know what was going to happen later on. So now all I have to do is set up the heater, back up, it's the same temperature as what's come out, and set up the filter, set up the light, and then that's that one done and dusted. Hopefully it's moved successfully, and hopefully I don't have any comebacks from where I've just got that water from. So now I have to just set up the next Angel tank. So if you watched the previous video, you know I was going to talk about doing multiple tanks so I can take the fry or the adults from one to the other to stop them eating them. So that there would be it. But I am having second thoughts and maybe going for the one that's on the bench at the minute, back on the rack, the 600s, and use them both together. Then that way they're getting a little bit more room on both tanks. It's not much, but I've got it, so I might as well use it. And a quick reminder to myself at this point, get your hair cut, because that little bird's nest is starting to show. So the last job of the day is to set up heaters in this fire end Tetra tank, because I don't want that to drop temperature overnight. So I'll just temporarily put a heater in, put the filter in for now, and let it just sit on the floor until I'm ready to aquascape this little tank on the bottom tomorrow. Now it's time for just the last few little tweaks to get the air right in each one of them, and that's me done for the day. I'll give you a quick little progress report. I've took the 2 tanks down. I've got 4 along the top now. I'm going to have the reds, the yellows, and the yellows there. So the last one that's on the bench, progress report. That's too tight. It's not spinning. Oh, how come on. That one that's on the bench will go up there. And then what I shall do is I shall cull the red from there, put them into that one. So that's that part done. Top stayed the same. Angelfish is going to be on the top. There's going to be another tank down here for the second angelfish. So when I pull them, I can pull them straight into there. Dish, dish, done. Down. I've moved the black neon Tetras down to here, off the bench. If you remember the one on the bench there, I put them down to here. Pretty simple, to be quite honest. Bottom tank is going to be the fire end Tetras. So for tonight, just because I don't want to disturb them too much, I've left them in the tote, put the heater back on, and put a filter in just for the night. And then tomorrow, I'll scape that. We might have a little separate video for that tomorrow. Who knows? Don't know. Might not. Because I'm no scaper, that's for certain. So that's the story so far. So tomorrow, you can see it. We'll scape that one. We'll scape that one ready for the angelfish. Then I'm going to start putting some substrate in both of these because I don't like bare bottoms. Don't like bare bottoms at all, so I'm going to put substrate in both of them. I've got it, so why not just use it, eh? Yeah. So that's it. Ta-da! And then that gives us a clear run to move this tank that's on the bench, the last one with the grade B's, not grade A's. Put the shrimp into that one, take the tank, put it back on the stand. Ta-da! Thinking it's like a juggling act, but it's getting there, so I'll bring it back tomorrow. Morning. Well, today's plan of attack, probably concentrate on getting the fire end Tetras into their tank, hopefully, and completing the 2 top tanks. It's my day off the day, work 6 days a week, so I'm thinking maybe with what I've got to do, daddy chores and all that sort of stuff, I'm just going to have to see how it goes. But that's going to be the priority. Fire end Tetras. Speaking of fire end Tetras, I'll tell you now. I've got 7 females and 1 male. So that breeding project might go ahead. Simple as that. If you've bred Tetras, you know it's probably better to have 2 males to a female ratio. But never mind. So stick on time lapse. Yeah, just get cracking. And then I'll do a little voiceover again. Hopefully you're not getting bored with that. If you are, tell us in the comments and I'll change it for the next video. So we'll get cracking. So this is going to be a video within a video. This is me videoing myself videoing. You can tell I'm busy doing the little aquascape on the bottom for the fire end Tetras. Everything's going to plan. And if you just take a look at the 3 angelfish in the tank on the right, you'll see that they're all acting normally, swimming around, having fun. If things go wrong later on in this video, or what we'll do, we'll leave it at this. This is just a fast forward of the day until that part. We'll have a quick look after this one at the Aquascape little video. I've just to put it in because it was pointless putting it in as a second one because it's nothing special. So I've left it in for that one and we'll have a look after that. And then I'll show you what happened that spoiled my plans for the day. Didn't get round to doing the 2 top tanks. I was going to do 2 shrimp tanks. I'm going to have to just do them tomorrow night when I get in from work. Here we go. A video within a video. An inception of a aquascape. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a little aquascape for the fire end Tetras in this bottom tank here. Hopefully. Nothing special, just a tiny little. I really don't know why I put water on this last night. I wasn't thinking straight. I'll get that out and we'll get cracking. So this is when I noticed this happening, and I'm devastated. Basically what's happened, while I've been messing on with this tank, and you'll see early on in the video the 3 of the fish were just swimming around happily, following us around. When I was moving, they were coming over the tank to see us. Then suddenly this one's took a turn for the worst and went like the other 2 that died. His brain doesn't look too bad, but it's went like a blood red on the top of his head, and now he's just sitting there listless, doing dart movements, but you can see by his eyes in the videos coming up, yeah, that there's just nothing. There's nothing even in his eyes, no life. It's like he's dead, but still has reactions. So that's going to spoil this video from now. Sorry, I'll have to deal with that. I'm going to have to leave the 2 shrimp tank for later on while I deal with this. Basically what's happening to that one, big swelling, boom, gone. Not even having time to medicate. I can't believe it. In the space of half an hour, he's went from swimming along, eating, following us around, to gone. Not even time. I can't even medicate or do anything with that kind of time span. So I'm now down to 2 red caps. Red cap. Oh god, I can't even talk. Sorry, I meant to say koi angels that look like red caps because they've got the red hair, that's all. So guys, unfortunately the black net of death has made an appearance. Angelfish hasn't made it. Put it in a separate tank, tried to medicate it. There was no coming back from that. It was basically gone before I even put it in there, to be quite honest. So I need to disinfect that. Well, like I said in the previous video, it's best to keep your nets separate, just so you're not transferring. Minimalise transferring of the disease. So if you've made it this far in the video and you haven't already subscribed, now is probably the time that you would say to yourself, hey, this guy seems alright, or this guy seems crap. I'm going to subscribe, I'm not going to subscribe. It's entirely up to you. I'm not going to force you. It'd be nice if you did, but if you didn't want to, you don't have to. Simple as that. So basically that's it. Tanks are done. Just going to have to concentrate on doing these 2 now for the shrimps. No hurry. Had a gut full of day, to be quite honest with what's happened. Not having no luck at all. But fortunately, every cloud has a silver lining. And the angelfish in this tank have just had another spawn. So I've got that to look forward to. So I must press on and get 2 tanks. I think what I'm going to try and do is get the 2 600s on this rack here. Insert picture. Get them set up for the angelfish, top, bottom. Give them a little bit more room. Simple as that. And then I'll try different things. What I had discussed on an earlier video. So until next time, enjoy the rest of the week and ta-ra!